Hello, everyone. This is my first time going live. I've never really gone live before. I wanted to do something this kind of like is off the cuff for what I'm used to doing normally. I haven't really been consistent with my podcast due to my own laziness and my lack of consistency. After producing, I'd say like close over, according to Spotify, been over 30 episodes where I've been really lucky to talk to some cool people. You guys can go back and actually check every all these episodes out, and then I have some drafts that I have to edit also from earlier this year that I just did off the top of my head. And I'm gonna fix this camera so it don't look like I'm looking into. Hopefully, it don't look like I'm just looking in his face. So if you don't know me, um, I am Ernest Allen. People call me Coach E. Allen, or that's my given name for what I do for a living. I'm a owner and the founder of Atlas Performance Training here in Orlando, Florida. I've been in business since 2011, and this year I celebrated being in business for well over 10 years, which is a pretty big deal. My 12th year doing what I chose to do after 2 or 3 years after I retired. So just a brief understanding about what I do. I try not to pigeonhole myself and put myself in a position where I'm not really um, I'm not putting myself in a position where I'm pigeonholing myself where I'm just focusing on one aspect of uh, of this industry, because I originally got into this industry to train youth athletes to help them not make the stupid mistakes that I've made over the last several years. Um, Excuse me, I shouldn't say the last several years. Over my career as an athlete, when I started lifting weights in my sophomore year in high school, and I did, the industry has changed, and actually strength and conditioning has changed, and it was, excuse me, even called strength and conditioning per se in a formal, with a formal term. Basically, it was called, you were lifting weights, you were doing strength training, um, and I learned to lift weights from several different people. And my first exposure, if you follow me over the last several years, was seeing my dad lift weights and actually seeing my grandfather lift weights. And I I kind of gravitated towards it. I didn't have a true passion for it as I've developed over the years, but it was something that was intriguing to me and actually um, gave me a purpose to continue to really to stay engaged in school, to be honest, and to improve um, my performance as a football player when I was in high school. And so I try not to pigeonhole myself within this industry. Yeah, this industry is very specialized, and in in a informal way, this industry is put in a you're put in a position where you're kind of lumped into one set ideal of who you're going to serve, and which is understandable. You want to be known for being good at least one thing, and one good thing I know I'm good at is teaching people how to move, and actually and really coaching movement and being very sound and technical within that aspect of this industry. So that's why I train a variety of people. I train everyone from youth athletes who want to play at a high level. I don't do any group training per se that is based on me corralling like 20 or 30 kids and really not focusing on their specific movement. And really, I don't want it to turn into, into a babysitting situation where I'm just corralling kids. So I'm very particular who I train, especially with youth athletes. If a youth athlete works with me, they have a true passion for their game, and it's not something that they want to just try out. And I've turned kids away just because of that. And it's hurt me a little bit financially, but long term, my goal is to reach the kids and the athletes that I'm supposed to reach, and that I have the opportunity to really work with on a scale of me helping them achieve the goals that they want to achieve and enjoy the whole process of them, even working towards a goal of playing in college, or just make being a starter on their team, and give them the opportunity to not, be injured, and learn how to take care of themselves. And I train, like I said, I train a diverse group of people. I train middle-aged people, people closer to my age, which it kind of evolved into that, because training youth athletes is very cyclical. It's seasonal. It's pretty much seasonal based, and I'm a business owner, so I have to maintain a certain level of stability as far as cash flow. Just to be honest, and I train a good amount of individuals who have a background in some sort of physical activity, where it be either they be high school athletes. My main avatar, if you want to call it, that I really focus on as far as my marketing is people who are ex-professional or collegiate athletes that have kind of allowed themselves to be uh, to kind of to kind of deteriorate, not deteriorate, but let themselves go physically due to some sort of physical limitation or some sort of issue that has prevented them from working out, and really kind of coach them through not a new way of training, but applying mobility and flexibility movement training within a health and fitness, a health and performance program that helps them move better. It helps them feel better, and then as we go along, the residual effects of their consistent effort within the program will lead to some aesthetic or some physical improvements that they never thought that they would achieve, where they can lean out, they can really see some results physically, in how their clothes fit, and how they're able to actually move and function and be active with have an active lifestyle. And I encourage them to apply this training to something that's physically active, which I'm trying to figure out ways to encourage that even more, and provide an experience that actually is a lot more structured, to where I can actually put these opportunities in front of them, give them the opportunity to apply this apply this training to a active lifestyle that allows them to just gain confidence and maintain a healthy lifestyle, that where they can live a life without any kind of physical limitation, which is a part of my tagline, which is one of one of several taglines that I have. So that's me in a nutshell. And then I have some other specialized training programs that I'm going to probably mention later on. The goal with this impromptu podcast is to really just kind of reboot um, my training program, and to actually reboot this podcast, to really get the ball rolling, to be more consistent. So I'm really looking forward to this. I need to be more consistent, and it's just me not looking for the instant, not looking for the instant uh, gratification of seeing views. Really, it's like I am talking to myself for the most part, but I was encouraged. I haven't produced a show in over a year. The last show I produced was with a good friend of mine who works for Vertimax, a company that produces uh, strength equipment. In their main piece of equipment is the Vertimax trainer, which is a plyometric trainer. He's a good friend of mine, and it's a great podcast. If you have opportunity, you should check it out and really, you know, see how you like it, see how you like the format. When I'm interviewing people, and I have several of other podcasts that I've done that have been pretty popular within the realm of the people that I've been able to reach within this genre. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to moving, to expanding this podcast, being more consistent, really getting my message out of there, getting some of the stuff that's in my head out, and it's going to be segmented according to what I want to talk about during that day. And because I hear everybody and their mom talking about different subjects, I have my opinion, and if it's going to reach the people it's supposed to reach, cool. If it doesn't, if they don't agree with it, to be honest, I can really give a flying fuck if anybody don't they don't like what I'm saying. And really, I'm you know it's just me talking. And I've been around for a little bit. I just turned 50 this past March, and I did not anticipate being in this position when I was 50 years when I was 25 years old. I did not anticipate owning a business. I did not anticipate even getting in this industry until I decided um, to change things up after I retired, and really start to focus on being being physically active and learning how to manage my body as my body changes physically from the high volume of work that I did in my 20s and my 30s to just to play football. And it has helped me. It has helped me, and it's helped me help a lot of people. And I've been blessed to do something I love to do, and I don't have any questions about that. Sometimes you have some self doubt and some insecurities that come in because you don't get the result that you thought you would get, but you can look back and take full responsibility and understand the reason why you didn't get the result you thought you should get. More than likely, you were not focused on the actual tasks to get you to the result that you want. And that's been my issue over the last several years, and I'm trying to solve those problems. And really, it's just me putting my putting my priorities in order. And it, it, it's a hard thing to do if you're not used to doing it. And that's me. And there's no other excuse. I take it. I take responsibility for all of the shortcomings that I have. Just like I would take the credit for all the good things and all the advancements that I've had over the last several years. It hasn't always all been bad. I made it through COVID, where most people have not made it through COVID. Most companies my size just went out of business, and I just stuck it out. I didn't make a lot of good decisions, during COVID and after COVID that have, that kind of set me out back by like almost like a year and a half, as far as me getting the word out about what I do in marketing on a consistent basis. And really, this podcast during COVID where you will, if you'll see and look back at my episodes, majority of my episodes were done during COVID, which was, I was just like one of the other cows in the herd. Everybody wanted to podcast it because there was really nothing else to do, and business slowed down for everyone, and that's pretty much what happened to me. So, but my goal is to really refocus this podcast, become more consistent, and get the word out about what I do, and talk about some of the things and the 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 triumphs and the very the negative aspects about what I'm doing, and and really have a plan in place to where I should say have a plan in place. I'm kind of lost. Somebody texted me that I shouldn't even look at. Um, just full disclosure, I was supposed to play top golf with my cousins today, and we're supposed to go to top golf, and they're trying to organize everything, and I get out later than them. So we're trying to organize everything so I can start. We can go to top golf and hit some balls around, and talk some shit, and just hang out with family. So it's gonna be a good thing. But anyway, I'm gonna get back on this subject. Uh, it's a reboot of what I'm doing, and I want to be more consistent doing it. Uh, and and then we'll take it from there. You know, I really don't have anything else to say. If I have something else to say, more than likely I'm gonna just go live again, and then we'll keep it steady. And I'm going to sign off for now. If you have any things that you would like for me to cover, um, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my website in the chat. You can check out my website. You can check out my Instagram page, my LinkedIn company page, my LinkedIn, my personal page on LinkedIn, and my Facebook, and I got a TikTok page too. I'm going to put all those links in the chat, and we're going to take it from there. Well, I hope everybody has a great and prosperous new year. And I look forward to connecting with you all, everyone who has an opportunity to look at this, view this podcast. And I'm going to sign off for now. You guys take care.